Hopefully, you have fulfilled the two conditions. One is none from the same row and none from the having the same color shirt. Okay. If you have done this first task, thank you, Vardhini, for helping me out. Now, the second task will be to just on a small sheet of paper, you will be writing your group name. You'll be writing your group name. Please remember the group name should be like a company name, and you'll be writing your member names, who are the members, on a small sheet. Okay, so group name and member names, write down very fastly. Who will help me? What's your name? Atif, come. Atif, again count. कैसा आपको 1 to 3 अच्छा आता है या 10 to 1 अच्छा दोनों ही आता है तो 1 to 3. By the time she finishes 1 to 10, you have to do that task. Pen paper తెచ్చుకున్నారా?
1 2
మీరు girls 6 ఉంటారు కదా వాళ్ళకి
3
papers
4 5
should I be very generous with your pages? I will get it off and
6 7 8
आठ तक हो गया फिर से फास्ट she'll be counting till 1 10 to 1 finish it off fast very small we have many tasks to do don't spend much time fast
9
very good
8
very good
7
very good
6
very good
5
very good
4
very good 4
3
excellent
2
very good
1
थैंक यू आतिफा एक और काम करो मेरे लिए उनके चिट्स आप जमा करो वर्धिनी you also help me collect the chits of that row you collect the chits of this row make it fast till the end we try to connect with some activity okay but in between I have the right being a lecturer to bore you with my speech okay so I start my speech so look at the slide now. Look at the slide. What's that? What is visible? Nike shoes. Very good. How many of you have Nike or equivalent shoes? Raise your hands.
Nike.
You guys are anyway, please have a look at it. Now comes the most interesting part. Nike, this is a brand, right? And that is a logo, right? Okay, so every company has a logo. Right? Just as Nike company has a logo. Every company has a logo. So that logo has to be registered somewhere. Right? So similarly, if I start my own company, I'll be giving a name to the company just as you have given the name to your company on your chip. Okay, so then you'll be having the logo of the company, So that logo needs to be registered. Everything needs to be registered with some authority, right? Whether I'm speaking from the perspective of India. So let us say I have my own company, I design a logo, and that logo I have registered with patent office. I try to give a small
అందరినీ తీసుకున్నారా నిన్నే కాదు
actually helps people write, youngsters write their books for the first time. Because you will not get always the established publishing houses. So to encourage such people. But look, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in showing you this. Okay. So if you look at this part, What is that part on the left side? So that's the logo. So the logo of my company. Just as now you are seeing Nike. Just as now you are seeing Nike. Similarly the logo. And I said what? That logo has to be registered somewhere. That logo has to be registered somewhere. So I try to check whether I registered that logo or not. Are you able to see here? So I have registered my logo with what? Vyapar Chinna, Trademark Registry Office. Trademark Registry Office. And hopefully you are able to see my name here, Dr. Rajesh Kulkarni. Okay? And I have registered for this. I registered for this. I registered for what? I registered for my logo. I registered for my logo. So just a sample example. So let us go back to our PowerPoint slide. Let us go back to our PowerPoint slide. So we all being youngsters have very high kind of say dreams, or I want to achieve this much big. This is my vision. This is my bigger picture. Okay, and I want to set up a huge business. I want to be a successful entrepreneur. Well and good. Well and good. So hopefully today's session will help you in future. Someday, whenever you want to start your own startup, you'll remember this session for few of the tips, small tips which will be very useful for you. So coming to the business perspective, this is the Nike shoes, right? Everybody recognizes that Nike shoes. Similarly, that logo of iPhone, that Apple also, most of the McD's logo. So why we recognize all those logos? Because all those logos are hugely popular. At pan world, they are known to everybody. So everybody recognizes that logo. Everybody recognizes that. It means that business is highly successful. It means that business is highly successful. So the founder of Nike made this business highly successful. That's why this Nike logo is known to everybody. That's why this Nike logo is known to everybody. So, I like this more than the previous one. What is this? This is my favorite book. This is my favorite book in the world. I recommend each and every one. This is a very small session. I have a crowd of 1,000, I have a crowd of 2,000. I reached out pan India, not less than 400 colleges. Okay. So everyone I tell the same thing. Read this book. What is the book? Name of the book? Shoe Dog. Okay. So, and who has written that? Phil Knight. And what is the memoir? It is a memoir by the creator of Nike. Means Nike company. The founder of Nike company was Phil Knight. So why I like this book? Because usually the books of the founders are boring, na? But this book is not like a boring thing. It's like a thriller. Just as a series in OTT, Netflix or something like that, right? Just as the thrillers are that, I feel this is a thriller like that only. I feel that why? The journey, when you look at the journey of Phil Knight, and if you replicate that, you can be a successful entrepreneur. You can be a successful entrepreneur. Okay. So, if after 2-3 years you feel that you are in third year, you feel that I want to be an entrepreneur. So first thing you do is download this PDF or buy the book if you are a book lover and read it first. So what it tells, what it told me. Okay. So Phil Knight basically was a sportsman in his school and college days. He was a runner. Okay. And he had a coach in the college. So always, suppose a cricket player is there. A cricket player is passionate about all his cricket related things. Pads are there, gloves are there, guards are there. He is very particular about it. कुछ खराब हो गया तो उसको रिपेयर करना है बैट को, ठीक है? या फिर शूज कुछ खराब हो गया उसका निकल गया तो उसको रिपेयर करना है. Same thing runners का भी वही passion होगा because you connect with cricket. I don't know how many of your runners or joggers, but people who run now, they are very much keen about their shoes because their shoes determine the key differentiating factor when they win the races, right? So the better the shoe, the better the output kind of thing. And we know that the runner's shoes are very good. So Phil Knight had always has a discussion with his coach, what kind of shoe. His coach was also very, by the way, his coach is his partner. So now let us try to understand how this journey was started. He was studying, he was running, he was discussing with his coach. And that ends the matter. He finishes whatever graduation, post-graduation. Then he went to his father and he said, give me money. Okay. This is the most baddest thing for all of us. Okay. Entrepreneur mindset है ना, ऐसा नहीं रहना चाहिए. बड़ा ऑफिस करूँ लूँगा हाईटेक सिटी में, उसका रेंट 50,000 रहेगा महीने को, इक्विपमेंट लूँगा मैं एक 50 लाख का, 2 करोड़ का पूरा इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा, उसमें से 1.5 करोड़ पिताजी को मारूंगा. Maybe the weirdest, baddest idea. Okay. So your business should start not like that. So that's why I'm telling you, listen to the journey of the field. So he asked money for what? He asked money not for setting the business. He said, I just travel. So he went on traveling. He went to Laos, he went to Vietnam, he went to Hong Kong, he went to China, he went to Japan, he went to China, he went everywhere he went to. I think I'm not sure, maybe 2 years, not sure. But anyways, when he went to Japan and you can assume how old is this company? Maybe 40, 50 years back, right? Like company. So we are speaking about that generation, not your generation. So during that time, Second World War effects were also there. So when he went to Japan, he came across Marines, US Marines. They had a posting there, few US Marines were there. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to tell you? He's traveling, he went to Japan. In Japan, he came across, maybe in some hotel, in restaurant, they're talking, and you're also American, I'm also American, you're Marine, okay, like that conversation. Then, during that conversation, those Marines told him that in Japan there are good factories which manufacture good soled shoes. Acha sole wala shoes banate. Then he visited that factory. And he liked that because he's a sportsman, he knows the quality of the sole of the shoe and all that. He ordered maybe, I don't know the number, but let us say he ordered 100. मुझे 100 shoes चाहिए. Okay? तो वो जमाने में Amazon नहीं था. आज order किया आज ही आएगा. It used to take time, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and there was no communication, there was no media and no internet and all that. So it took its own time. So he used his father's garage to store all of them, and he started selling. So first round went very well because he had a current. He was a sportsman. He was an MBA. He had a passion for business and marketing. So what this second book is, the author is the ways to do, the 15 parts of disruptive innovation. Remember the word. What's the word here? Disruption. What is the word here? Disruption. Tell me the meaning of the word disruption. Anyone of you? Tell me the meaning of disruption. Anyone of you? DISRUP, TION. Disruption.
Change. Shaping.
Perfect. I'll tell you my examples of disruptive technologies or disruptive businesses. Ola, Uber, Airbnb, Amazon. All these are the examples of disruptive business. Disruption means what? Whatever the traditional way of doing business was there, that was broken. So new thing has come. अगर ओला उबेर नहीं था तो for me as a middle class, what was the option? Rickshaw was the option. Right? Rickshaw was the option. Bargaining with the rickshaw wala was the option. So now Ola Uber has come and it's simplified. इसलिए asset-led disruption. Amazon is an asset-led disruption. I highlighted one disruption.
ये फोन लेके चलती रहा.
These are the different ways of disruption. Price-led disruption, added service disruption, partnership-led disruption, brand-led disruption. So, basic message I am giving to you is to start. Basic message I am giving to you is to go with disruption. The second thing is, as an entrepreneur, sorry I have a huge cough, so in between that will be a disturbance, but please bear with me. So I was speaking about one word disruption. I was speaking about one word scalability. Scalability means, you know it. I was speaking about within 6 months your business should generate some revenue. I was speaking about don't worry about the losses. Losses can be for n number of years. As long as it is getting scalable. Because what happens when it becomes scalable now, how is the journey? The journey of any startup. So the journey of any startup is first you convince your closest brother, sister, friends ये मैं कर रहा हूँ, स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ और ऐसा ऐसा बिजनेस मॉडल है, मुझे आपसे पैसा चाहिए. Suppose they have the money and if they are not giving, it means your idea was not convincing enough. If you cannot convince your brother, sister and friend, how can you convince the entire world to buy your product? So that is the first money you are going to get from. Second money you are going to say family members, small amount more. Then you will be going for angel investors. You will be finding some angel investors. For example, you always see lot of news in YouTube and Google. No? Tata, recently Ratan Tata died. He is an example of angel investor. He has invested in man. Like that, there may be thousands. I just remember that. So for any startup. So what an angel investor does, the angel investor doesn't look at again profitability. The angel investor doesn't look at the profitability. His only thing is it scalable? If it is scalable, then only he will be pushing it. From the angel investor, then comes the venture capitalist. Then comes the more money. From there, public issue. After company, public limited हो जाता है. Are you getting it? So everybody will sell out. Angel investor अपना स्टेक बेच के बाद बेचेगा या रहेगा जो भी है. वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट हट जाएगा, एंजल इन्वेस्टर हट जाएगा. समझ में आ रही बात? इवन आप भी पब्लिक लिमिटेड हो, आप कंपनी बेच के आप बाजू हट. फॉर एग्जांपल, डू यू रिमेंबर? आई डोंट नो whether you have heard also or not. Hotmail. How many of you heard about Hotmail? Because you know Gmail, right? For us, when internet started in front of us only, there was one phase called there is no internet. Then there was one phase, there is something called an internet. For us, there was one phase about it. There are shyness to encounter. Are you getting my point? So don't fall in the trap. Don't fall in the trap. Especially for your generation, I feel very bad because the opportunities as per the inputs are not that great, right? You're feeling the pressure of job and all that. So don't worry about all that. So staying at home for a year, nothing matters. Indian struggle చేశారు కదా. 11th, 12th grade, ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ నుంచి ఫైనల్ ఇయర్ మళ్ళీ అన్ని అసైన్మెంట్స్ చేయాలి, 1 అసైన్మెంట్స్ ల్యాబ్ రావాలి.